I would like to acknowledge the Turrbal peoples, the traditional owners and custodians of the Brisbane Central Business District. I pay my respects to Turrbal elders, past, present and emerging. I would also like to acknowledge all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, the original custodians of the land, winds and waters upon which the state of Queensland was founded. I pay tribute to the unique cultures, heritage, languages, traditional knowledge and the significant contribution that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have made not only to this state's identity, but also Australia-wide. I work in Brisbane's bustling CBD, the traditional home of the Turrbal people who named this place Meanjin, meaning spike. As I walk through this concrete jungle, my ears are assaulted by the sounds of cars, construction and the buzz of people making their daily commute. Among the modern buildings, I see evidence of Brisbane's early European history. But what I don't see is any evidence of the Turrbal history that existed here for more than 60,000 years. For many Queenslanders, this bend of the Brisbane River is significant as the location of Queensland's Parliament House and iconic botanic gardens. You may not know it, but this was also once an important site for women's business. Turrbal girls would be initiated here by the women and elders of their tribe. The old windmill, which was famously constructed with convict labour, is the earliest surviving building in Brisbane. What you might also not realise is that this was once the site of men's business for the Turrbal people, as well as being a strategic lookout spot. It occurs to me as I walk around Brisbane CBD that this space has very different meanings for Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. I'm reminded of the Western idea of land as something that you own and sell, whereas for Aboriginal people, the relationship to land is much deeper. They belong to the land, they are custodians of the land. The contrast is stark. For non-Indigenous people, the CBD is somewhere for us to work, shop and party. For Turrbal people, this land is sacred, with infinite spiritual and cultural significance. Where Turrbal people once gathered, hunted and conducted ceremony is now dominated by concrete, cars and bitumen. There are no physical reminders of the Aboriginal history of this place, no acknowledgement of the Turrbal history, nowhere for Turrbal people to connect to country, no signs explaining the historical sites of significance for Turrbal people. This is what invasion and colonialism means, that their culture today is in so many ways invisible, unacknowledged and unsupported. I have realised just how many privileges I enjoy that have come at the expense of the Turrbal people. I work in a magnificent building overlooking the Brisbane River, which I now know was once a sacred site. The Brisbane CBD is a stark reminder of the effects of dispossession and colonialism. Devastating loss of country, connection, tradition and culture, which are as real today as they were 200 years ago. There is much to learn and there is much still to do.